potency gets the kill rather than the ultimate, Zalgus will not get the resets. Not a concern in this format, because if you got a reset on Final Chapter, you've kind of won the game.
Yeah. And speaking of Final Chapter, I think a lot of people wait until the very end of somebody's health to kind of hit it off so you get that reset. But when I... Downsy saying, "What are you playing, Thor?" No, not playing Downsy. You know me, buddy. But I think something that separates the great Zalguses from the best Zalguses is knowing to when to hit that laser, that skill shot. It's 100% effective on up to 2 people. So when I see somebody throw out a chains, get 2 people, then throw out the laser instantly, they may not get the reset, but they get that double damage on that laser, and I think that really what separates the Zalguses.
Yeah, for sure. And Downsy coming in, dropping what we call our standard ward in Best Shaper World, the good old binding ward. There will be no free backs for Paradelton today. None at all. Looks like Paradelton has started with Burden of Knowledge as W. He wants that little extra damage on his auto attacks to help him farm. He started with Will and 4 potions. Will is the only item in the game that you can start with and buy 4 health potions. He's also taken Drain for a little bit of extra sustain. Or his loadout, it looks like he's got a little bit of what we call a rainbow loadout. He's got 2% experience, a little power, a little mastery, 13 armor. That's curious. Maybe he wants to dive the bindings or deal with some minions. A little bit of cooldown reduction and 16.6 magic resist.
Interesting choice. Looks like from the spirit side, Downsy went for a jack of all trades, a little bit of rainbow as well. He went from 8.2 magic resist actually, 1 defense penetration, 2 power, 5% movement speed, 2 haste, and looks like he is doing the fan favorite Ravager.
Now I like
items.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Both sides start actually with a will, like you called it. Will's going to be a very, very, very powerful item.
Take that.
Yeah, and the one thing that I am most curious about on Downsy's loadout is the movement speed. I think that's actually a great call. It's going to let him dodge the chains a little bit better. Now, this is rare out of Downsy. Paradelton is first to level 2. I don't know if Downsy missed some experience. Okay, there it is. Because normally a player will hit level 2 on the second melee minion going down in the wave. Although Downsy's big up on health, Paradelton's going to have to be very careful. Drop the Burden of Knowledge and an auto attack. Paradelton's got a little minion aggro. He's under 200 health.
Well, look at domination coming out from I Am Downsy, showing his stuff. He knows he has that dominance coming out. It looks like Paradelton's at half health already. Pause coming out from both players.
Yeah, but Paradelton's first to 3, so he's going to be able to fire off his chains. He's going to have the full combo, the chains into the Great Rift. He's going to fire his chains and miss. Downsy's... This is unusual for Downsy. I've never seen him had to play back in this tournament before. Great use of the Rift to try to punish Downsy for standing still to get some last hits. Doing anything he can to deny Downsy the power curve. But then again, he doesn't really need it. I mean, he has won a Best Shaper World, level 7 to somebody's level 8 before. So, I mean, he knows how to play these things.
A waste of potential.
Just like
Paradelton.
We're all
favorite looks like he's going for I Am Downsy, though. Great chain coming out from I Am Downsy.
Chain into the Rift. Now, you notice that Downsy is not waiting to see if his chain lands before firing the Rift. This is actually important, particularly if either one of these players buys a Freedom. That will allow them to get out before the Great Rift grows off, unless the other player has invested into leveling up the chains. Because the chains actually scale with duration as they are leveled up. It only starts out at 3/4 of a second, and then it goes up quite a bit from there. Oh my god, all the aggression. Downsy dropping the drain. The counter drain back from Paradelton's going to keep him alive for a little bit. Auto attack brings him down to 50 health, and he's going to have to go back.
You called it, man. Those that action coming out from a level 4. I mean, people think, oh, it's gonna be a little bit longer a game and stuff like that. But I Am Downsy showing his stuff here, just putting that pressure on very early. He threw out a W, just hit that drain, hit both skill shots, and then he had to go back. Just so much damage coming out from I Am Downsy. Both players showing a very, very great mastery of both characters, though. Great escape from Paradelton, though. Managed to get out of there just in time.
And I love how Ferris is calling for Para to beat Downsy. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't really call this. I mean, Downsy's up in experience right now, and he's got a full wave pushed up against Paradelton, and Paradelton's having to tank it. It's like, welcome back to lane. Here's 200 damage from the minions and a Great Rift.
I will say Paradelton did get back to lane very fast. I haven't seen that kind of lane getting back to in a while. He hustled back.
One of the reasons he got back so fast, guys, he didn't buy an item.
Well, that's true. He did not buy a thing. No, he bought a few potions. That's all he bought was potions.
Okay.
He's got 4 potions. Downsy is down to 1. He is now level 6, though, so we got to look out for the chains into the final chapter coming up pretty soon. Paradelton's in range to go down from it. He's he's about 200 health. Downsy's going to dodge the chain. If Paradelton eats a chain, he is dead.
Secrets. I predict.
Downsy hits his last pot. Paradelton now showing his little bit of sustain. He has still pots to go around. He has 2 spots left.
Oh, but he sustained up with the health potion. He was able to eat the combo. He's down to about 130 health. He's got a health potion going. If Downsy was able to land that a little bit earlier, he could have gotten the kill. Paradelton's going to answer with a level 6 of his own. Downsy's got to be very, very careful, particularly underneath the binding. And there you see, he fires off the chain and the Great Rift at the same time because he's probably only leaving 1 point in the chain just to get that little bit of stop because he wants to maximize the damage on his Great Rift. And that's certainly a choice. You typically don't have time to get a whole lot of items in this format.
Now, Paradelton still has his drain, and I think he needs to take advantage of it because I am down these drains going to be coming back, not a little bit soon, but he needs to capitalize on having that drain. Sitting on it, the amount of duration for 2 drains just isn't that effective.
I know.
Alright, Paradelton finally getting the push back. Downsy lands the chain, but doesn't follow it up with the Great Rift. I think it was on cooldown because he used it on the minions there. Paradelton finally catches up to level 7. Dodges a little bit of a Great Rift. I can see why Downsy went for it, because normally with Great Rift you have to choose, am I going to farm the minions or am I going to try to hit my opponent with it? Well, if your opponent's just going to stand in the minions, you don't have to make that choice. Oh my god, Great Rifts both land, and health looks to be right about equal. Downsy's pushing up here because he's got the minion wave advantage, but he gets behind his, Paradelton gets behind his minions in time. Oh no, there's the drain. He's going to fire off the Great Chapter, barely alive. He's going to trade drains, and Drain is going to get the kill for Paradelton. GG! Downsy drops game 1.
Wow, Paradelton coming behind, man. I don't think anybody expected that coming out, but great. That was absolutely fantastic.
Well,
yeah. I mean, you saw he didn't buy any items, Paradelton, but he came back with those potions, and I mean, that just helped him so much. It's something as simple as a potion brought him over that edge of being able to win that game. And that drain came out, his potion was hitting, kind of. Granted, the Mortal Strike effect is obviously working against his potion, but man, that just a little bit gave him that win, man. It was good.
and you know what? I was absolutely right about the loadout from Downsy. There is no longer movement speed on it. He's got 1 defense penetration, 11.1 power, 10.3 magic resistance, and his Ravager, starting with the Will and 4 potions, and he's got the Gladiator loadout.
Meanwhile, on Spirit Team, Paradelton also went with a Will and 4 potions. His, I don't know if he had the experience increase on his loadout before, but he looks like he's going with a regular build.
Thor, get out of the lane, silly boy.
What am I doing here? I know.
Yeah, seriously, Thor, get out of there.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm noob. I mean, come on. I'm potatoing here. Reading the reading the loadout, rocking down the lane, just shutting my stuff.
He's like, the Reyna goes to lane with the Thor. This is how Dawngate works.
It does. Is that a thing? Is that? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh boy, another binding ward for Downsy under Paradelton's binding. Let's see how this works out for him this time. Paradelton doesn't look like he's dropped a ward at all. Although the experience increase would explain why Paradelton was actually getting to level, 2, 3, why he was getting levels before Downsy was. That makes a lot of sense now. And you saw in that last game what kind of difference getting to a level first makes.
Great.
Because it gives you the extra ability, gives you the little bit of extra aggression. Yeah, level 3, level 4, they're big in Zalgus Mirror.
It's actually kind of funny right now. They're actually mirroring each other. They're both attacking the back lane and kind of ignoring each other right now.
Well, I mean, the ranged minions don't have as much health, so, I mean, it's easier to kill.
Exactly.
Yes, Goo, it's best Shaper to bribe the caster to help World. Yes. Thor, where did you get those donuts again?
I can't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I thought.
First chain comes out for Paradelton, though.
Yeah, and that 2% experience, allowing him to get to level 2 just a creep before Downsy. Let him get that chain Rift combo in if he wants. Although he doesn't have Rift, he took Verdant Knowledge, so never mind on that.
I would like to
Actually,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. It's fine.
I would like to draw attention to the absolute amazing artwork they did for the new skins for Zalgus. I mean, talk about timing, just to showcase a Shaper. Man, that skin looks absolutely beautiful. It really does. I like the look and feel they did with it.
Well, and if you also notice, it changes the look of the abilities too. The chain is now a nice deep purple on the skin, because normally it's just like a gold chain.
Yeah. I like the combo they have with Zeri in her skin, and
the
then
stars
that
are
kind of does it really well. I know Zalgus talked about giving Zeri's paint a little metallic sheen with that combo, but soon TM. But I'm looking forward to that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, particularly once Viana came out, that's when they started to get really fancy on their designs. It's that particle technology. Oh, rift into chains. Lands on Paradelton. Downsy's first of 4. He dodges the chains and answers with a couple of auto attacks of his own. Paradelton sitting a little over 300 health right now. Downsy's got him up by about 130 health from what I can see right now.
Interestingly enough, Paradelton has used every single one of his pots right now, so Downsy's
Easily portion.
Yeah, but then there's Drain on. Now there's Drain on Paradelton. Downsy hasn't picked a spell yet. And so Downsy's going to start applying a little bit of pressure on the binding. He's going to land the chains, but I think that's just to let him disengage from the binding just fine. He's going to land the chains. Oh, the binding shot. Oh, ouch. Downsy, you're going to have to run, buddy.
I'm
going to pop his potions.
Talk about chains worth landing, man. That was a fantastic chain. Wow, great use of the binding right there.
Yeah, I had chains to get the binding. I know Garwar's done that to me a lot on Renzo. I just get under the binding, he stuns me, and it's like I stand there looking like an idiot while I eat binding shots.
It wasn't quite up to the swagger dive, but it was good. I can respect it. I can.
Downsy first to 5 lands the chains, although the Great Rift is a little off the mark. I guess he was expecting Paradelton to keep walking, and he didn't. So Paradelton with the next level standing still jukes.
A waste of potential.
Ooh, man. Paradelton sitting around 300 health. Downsy's got to be close to level 6 at this point. He'll hit level 6 a little bit into the next wave. He's just setting Paradelton up. If his final chapter does 275 damage base. If Paradelton eats a final chapter without going back, which I'm pretty sure he is going back now, then he will die. So can you see what he bought?
I can't. Let's see. He just strange. He didn't buy anything. Okay. Oh, there it is. He bought one potion, and he's actually coming back with a conviction.
I like that choice actually, because remember it gives you regen on magic damage, and Zalgus's auto attacks do magic damage.
Wise decision all around then.
So he is going to, every time he eats a little bit of auto attack harass, he's just going to bring it right back up. I mean, it's not going to be much net. I mean, Downsy's doing 70 damage on his auto attacks. And let's see how much armor he has. He has 43 armor, so he's going to lose 40% of that. Yeah, he'll be able to regen up a whole auto attack. As long as he doesn't take more than one auto attack every 10 seconds. Those auto attacks will do nothing.
True. Something to note here. Looks like Downsy has the significant lead in CS scored that, so that's going to be a problem for Paradelton when it comes in a little bit later game.
Oh, and it's going to be a big problem right now because we were talking about this before. Downsy comes back with the balance. So Paradelton's really going to have to watch his positioning now because Downsy's going to be able to get some magic resist just by firing a chain through the creeps. If you watch. So right now he's got 113 MR.
A measly portion.
It looks like he's only getting one. Yeah, he's got all 5 stacks already just from auto attacking creeps.
And you guys made it known to me that I personally thought it was on Shaper. Oh, Drake coming out.
It was dispelled immediately by Downsy though. Very good play.
Wow, that is a very good use of spell considering it's on a shorter cooldown.
Well, no, they're on the same cooldown. They're both 3 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they're both 3 minutes, man.
Okay, that definitely was a post-patch then. Sorry, I'm used to pre-patch dispel.
The stars are right.
Shame on me.
Level 8 on Downsy. I wonder if he's going to take a level 2 change here. I think he is. There's the chains into the final chapter, into an auto attack, into a rift, and he is down. It is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of exactly what we expected. Downsy showing he is not going to let a loss get to his head.